All right. So, testing, testing, testing. Can you all hear me? Is the music too loud? Is the music just the right amount, or should I turn it up a little bit? How's everything going? Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's just try and see. Bum ba da ba ba. Okay, let me just adjust my microphone here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. I think the display capture is set up correctly. Yay! We can see stuff. Okay, let me just turn this off, turn that off, do this thing, do that thing. Okay, neato. So basically, hello everybody in the chat. Thank you for turning up. It's very nice of you. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just know that SGDQ is gonna steal my life for a few days now, and so might be hard to find time to make videos, but I can find some time to stream a little bit while watching the games being played. I'm really excited for SGDQ. I love it. I love it every year. I'm excited for the taskbot. I am excited for... Is there a Super Metroid race this year? I can't remember if there's a Super Metroid race this year. Dun, 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 dun. I should really pull up the schedule. There we go. There's a... Oh, there is a Super Metroid. It's Oats and Goats running it. Nice. 100% map completion. Yes! So good. Very good. Oh yeah, right. Taskbot has a Super Metroid segment as well. I'm really excited. There's a lot of good stuff that's going to be happening. La, dun, 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 dun. What's on the drawing agenda for today? I don't know. Just gonna do some stuff, I guess. I really, like I said, I don't really have much of a plan. But I did want to provide some entertainment for those who want it.
Knife Azurima, you have been noticed.
What's the worst movie I've ever had the displeasure of watching? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. It's like, generally, if I watch a bad movie, I forget it real quick. It's probably Wild Wild West or something, which I watched back when I was a kid. I should do some warm-up sketches first, really. If I was a sensible, smart person, that's what I would do. Because nothing good ever comes of not doing your warm-ups. So what if we turned that... Oh, that's good. That's good. I have no idea how to draw a football. Just some vague geometric shapes in the middle of a circle. That's what a football is, right? Yeah, I can get away with that. The more wild the lines, the better, because the more you have to work at trying to make a character out of it. And this, by the way, if you, in terms of practicing character design, this is a great exercise as well, because it forces you to not do the typical thing, which is to draw la la la. Like, it forces you to not start with the traditional structure and kind of loosen up your style. So something like this is honestly a great way to mess around with your character design skills, because it forces you to think differently about the things that you're seeing and doing. For instance, oh, hello. Don't do that. Don't do that. Dumb program. No. Okay. Accidental Goofy. I did not even intend this, but that's the kind of thing that might happen. And it also gives you a little bit of insight into, like, Disney characters in particular. You think about a character like Mickey Mouse, who's literally like this. You do that and everybody kind of knows, okay, that's probably a Mickey Mouse, but his entire character design can really be expressed just in terms of circles, which is part of what makes him a brilliant design, because it's really just, there we go, two connected circles meeting. Sued by Disney. Yeah, you're not even over-exaggerating, I have to say. Disney are pretty litigious. Naturally reminds me that there's a bunch of shorts that Disney have been putting out on their channel that allow for Mickey to have a really interesting character design, actually. Because you take a look at, it's still that same group of circles, basically, but it allows him to be really, really expressive about it. Let's see if we can find a reaction moment. Yeah, there. Take a look at that, for instance. That face. And this face. That's a good expression. And I've been really, really impressed with those shorts because they managed to preserve the essence of what is Mickey. While still you know, recognizably keeping him the gorgeous, like the simple, pleasant little Disney mascot, he also gets a lot of qualities that make him much more expressive and kind of relatable. Which is something that's really, really hard to do, actually. And it's much closer to his original incarnation in the 1940s, back when he was first released, back when he was essentially a variation of Oswald the Rabbit, where he was much more mischievous, much more kind of scrappy little figure than the very sort of clean-cut, family-friendly Disney mascot he has become nowadays.
Gee, fellas, did someone say something about the door to darkness?
King Mickey!
Master Xehanort! There will always be a door to the light.
I love Mickey in Kingdom Hearts. Because it's like, it's so weird to have Mickey Mouse involved with all that weirdo anime bullshit that happens in Kingdom Hearts. That's really the thing that tickles me about it. You need ideas for a futuristic wheelchair for your character. Yeah, actually, that's actually a very good point. That's something I saw a text on recently about representations of disability when it comes to fantasy stuff, because the instinct of a lot of writers and authors is to, when you have a fantasy universe of some kind where there's magic or there's super science or something, then no, we have cured all disability. There are no disabled people anywhere. And that's, like, it makes sense on like a strictly logical perspective, but in terms of just, but it's really fucking cool to design, like, science fiction wheelchairs and shit, or like steampunk crutches, or whatever the case may be. Like, you can do all kinds of cool shit with that. That's, to me, that's always kind of seemed like a waste. Because, like, in terms of, like, what would a futuristic wheelchair? Holy shit! What the hell? Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, thank you. Because I remember, Joshua, like, if you want to request something, you should tell me what it is you want. Because I feel like with $50 you've earned it. But, like, I saw recently a thing on Tested with the one-wheel electric skateboard, which was quite fascinating to me as a futuristic mode of transport, because what that is essentially is, let me see if I can find some footage. Can I find some footage? Come on. Google, don't fail me now. Yeah, there it is. Like that thing. And what it is essentially, it's a wheel that has an engine inside it, and which propels it along, so that it removes the need for a big bulky engine to be attached to the rest of the thing. And in terms of that being attached, and I'm trying to see Joshua. Yeah, and in terms of like a futuristic wheelchair design, if you were looking for an inspiration for that, something like this, I think, would be a good place to go, where the wheel actually contains the engine within itself, and that creates a much leaner, much more, you know, small profile machine that can also go a lot more places because it's less heavy. But anyway, Joshua, just like, let me know. A violin-based character. That's actually an interesting question. A violin. As in a character that's based on the aesthetics of a violin, or a character who has a violin as a piece of their thing. Yeah, I know how much Hong Kong dollars are. Don't worry. Based on the violin. Yeah, see, because the violin is actually interesting in that it kind of, that along with like the contrabass and the you know, the upright bass and the cello and all that stuff, they all kind of share the same general body shape, something along the lines of this. And then the strings attached all the way across up to a neck of whatever length you need in order to do the thing you want to do. So how would you create a character based on that? Well, I mean, you can go full Gijinka thing, where you just literally put a human, like the, you know, a Beauty and the Beast style, where it's just, hello, I'm a violin with a human face and strings out across my face. Like, but that's kind of boring. So let's grab a pencil instead, so I can actually do some sketching. And because, like, what we want is a small... And that's the point where really I would go something like for the hair, and then... I should grab a picture of a violin to reference... Because my instinct would be... a character who's something along the lines of this, and then a pair of... Because, like, if this was a pair of oh, that's actually an interesting idea. What if this was a pair of suspenders being held up? And then we need the shape of the head to be much more expressed, like so. It's almost a little bit getting over it with Bennett Foddy in terms of the design on these things. But yeah, like that would be the kind of thing I would do in terms of designing a character based on a violin, would be to... He has a pouch or something hanging down here? Oh, I have an idea. Of course, since we're already doing strings meeting on this thing, then we can do this. Don't know what the hell that arm is supposed to be doing. But yeah, that would be, in terms of creating a character based on a violin, that's the kind of place I would go. And then we can... that sort of thing, I think. Maybe he's a conductor. I don't know. I'm gonna stream, I mean, until... I don't know, until I get tired of it, I guess. I'm gonna be watching Games Done Quick. I'm gonna be watching the Banjo-Tooie Spyro the Dragon, probably until after the Kirby Superstar Meta Nightmare Ultra thing run is going on. Maybe longer than that, I don't know. But yeah, the idea is basically just to stream while watching some SGDQ on the other side. Okay. Is there anything else going on in the chat? I couldn't really look at it while I was... Someone said, draw female, please, which is little specific, I think. It's like draw female, as opposed to Okay, let's see. SGDQ is starting. I want you guys to be able to continue to hear the music, so that's the BenQ4. And that's the BenQ4. There we go. That should give you the music, and I can listen in on GDQ. And you should not be able to hear the GDQ right now. La da 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 dun da da dun 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 da dun dun da da. Okay, I think I've configured that correctly. I think at least. Dun da da dun dun da 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 dun dun da da dun da da da. Draw Jin from memory. That's actually an interesting little challenge. Because what the shit does Jin look like? I remember mostly his mask is the thing. So he's got this giant thing going on with the thing on the shoulder and the cape. I'm probably doing that on the wrong side of his body, honestly. But then outside of that, he's extremely... Yeah, Jin from memory for me would look something along the lines of this. Pretty much. That would be Jin from memory for me. Ba 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 dum bum ba ba da da da. Let's see, what the hell else is going on in the chat? There we go. Yeah, I always get a little quiet when I'm drawing because I focus on doing the thing I'm doing. Fizz. Fizz. Let's actually screw around with this a little bit. Let's do Fizz. Something like this, I think. I'm also listening into GDQ, so if I get quiet, sometimes that's going to be why. Fizz would be something like this, at least going from dun 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 dun. And oh, hello. Gotta look at my desktop there. I think I'm actually gonna refine that one a little bit. I kind of like how that one turned out. Wait, so Fizz actually has a snout kind of thing going on, doesn't he? So it's actually more like... There we go. I think I might refine that one and turn it into a finished thing later. Dum da da dum dum da. That's quite nice. I like that. I like that. It's got a good expression on it. That's just... Oh, hello. Poof. Okay, what's the chat saying right now? Waluigi. Waluigi Urquhart. Oh, God. That's a war crime. I don't want to be prosecuted in The Hague. Will I ever join the Discord voice chat? Yeah, I keep meaning to join the Discord voice chat, but I also keep forgetting to. Dum ba da da dum ba da ba da bum ba da ba da bum. I have no idea what the music is right now. We can do Star Guardian Waluigi. Although I'll need to actually get some Waluigi art to go by. That's not a very good.
Wow, that is good. Wow, 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 wow.
Where the hell? Oh, right, of course. Duh. There he is.
There he is. Ah. Wah, wah, wah.
So what's Waluigi? He's kind of... Okay, that gives me a sense of what the hell he's supposed to look like. So now we do this, once we do something small like this, because he's a very boxy head, yeah. Let's see, what do we want to do for a pose? Because Luigi is so lanky that he can really... Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. No, not that one. Oh. Dear. I can actually make that a lot longer, can't I? Yes, I can. Dun 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 dun. This is the worst thing I've ever drawn. Oh, this is the worst thing I've ever drawn. Oh boy. Okay, moving on. Let's have a look at the chat. Once again, I've just been staring at the drawing without taking a look at what the hell you guys were saying. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. Okay, I can't see a lot of stuff going on in the chat that Star Guardian Urgot. People keep asking for that. Yeah. It's a little bit complex, though. Especially with the new Urgot. Like, old Urgot would be relatively easy to do a Star Guardian thing for. Just put him in a skirt, but new Urgot, on the other hand, just angry bald man. Like, because this is what New Urgot looks like. And it's like a lot of shit going on there. So you'd have to redesign the machinery to be Star Guardian friendly. You'd have to find something to do with all the tubes that are attached to his face that doesn't look absolutely horrifying. And stuff. So turning him into Star Guardian is a little bit of a thing. Like, the closest thing I can do right now would be... It's like, that's about the best I can do right now. The angriest guardian. All right. Every leg needs a skirt. Oh god, yeah. Like, you'd have to do, like, just drape him in ribbons and ribbons and ribbons and dresses and ribbons and dresses in order to make it work. Because ultimately, like, having a spider legs muscle guy is ultimately not... Green is not a creative color. Alright, let's see. What else can we do? I saw someone in chat. Got my pencil in my mouth, pen in the mouth, asking Farm Boy Kane, which I guess theoretically would be normal Kane, except he's wearing a straw hat and he's got like a straw in his mouth and some fancy suspenders to make him look pretty for the big harvest dance. That's about as close as I can get to Farm Boy Kane right now. Candy Cane. I can't believe Candy Cane isn't already a skin. Like, that seems like the most obvious thing in the entire world is to have Candy Cane. How often do I stream? Occasionally. Sometimes. I'm just drawing fiddlesticks because I like him. Violin fiddlesticks. Poro bat swain. Poros are actually... I can teach you how to draw poro. Poros are actually quite easy. Because if you want to draw poro, essentially you just start with a relatively flat circle. And then you do... and then horns. Then eyes. Then this, and then big old tongue. And you can put some legs on it if you want to. That's a poro. Very easy. Ba 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 ba. What the hell would a Warwick poro look like? Would that just be with the... Warwick poro, that would be something like that, right? Like just with like one claw kind of strapped to an arm. Star Guardian Zoe, yeah, that's probably quite inevitable. Grown up Annie? Nah, because that's just a lady. No, that doesn't quite work. I wanted to draw Poro that was scared, but that's probably better accomplished by starting here. And then drawing... Yeah, something more like that. Anyway, I got distracted for a second. Cuphead Cled. Cuphead Cled. How the heck would that even work? How the heck would Cuphead Kled work? Because you kind of have to make his hat into his head. And then, yeah. I mean, you could draw Kled in like a 1940s Disney kind of Disney style. That should be possible, in fact. That's actually a really interesting thought. Because what would Kled look like in that kind of 1940s Disney style? I feel like it looked something more like... This is looking okay, I think. This is looking fairly like a 1940s style Kled might. What the heck does his axe look like? I should really find a better look at his axe. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Yeah, 1940s Disney style Cled. Right there. Oh, hang on. I should organize these things in folders so I can find them later. There we go. That's those three, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. There you go. I should really organized it right up front. Ain't go up. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Almost done organizing. And the warm-up sketches go in there, and goodbye. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Let's have a look. Scarl. Yeah. Oh, what the heck would Scarl look like? Essentially like Pluto, I guess? I don't think I remember any 1940s sort of lizard creatures. I don't really... outside of it, like a dragon or something? Which really wouldn't work for Scarl. Oh, well. We can do that later. Mundo Shrek. Oh, that's kind of redundant, isn't it? Well, the thing about 1940s animation is it's not really about exaggeration, but it's about simplification. A lot of especially early animation was rubber hose animation, which means they used extremely simple characters whenever possible and then animated them like they were all made of rubber hoses. That's why they have that weird stretchy aesthetic thing going on a lot of the time. Is just simply because it was the best animation technique available at the time. Nobody really knew how to do any of it back in the early days. Disney invented a lot of traditional animation. It was pretty much just their work underlying the whole thing, which is why sometimes you'll get, you know, sometimes you'll get Mickey like with arms that just kind of do this. And there's also the reason for why they drew hands, like essentially it's part of the reason why they did the gloves is because the gloves were white and therefore they showed up better in black and white film, and it made it more easy to see what the characters were doing with their hands. But it's also the reason why they like to do this for hands. Like just a circle with a bunch of little things attached to it, almost like a sunflower kind of thing. And that's basically just because it was easier to do at lower costs. And because they didn't really have the animation techniques to animate more complex things yet. Oriana and Sunyata playing with their balls. That's lewd. Star Guardian Ilawi. Oh, I want that. I want that skin a lot. Just because the anime plus the tentacles can only go terrible thing. Only terrible things can happen. A marksman with a typical wizard. Not sure what that might look like. Don't know what the hell I'm drawing. Lulu is actually an interesting character. Because she's like 50% hat. Oh, good lord, that's a low quality picture I found. That's actually kind of okay. Because I don't need a lot of detail. So the thing, Lulu is essentially the combination of the same shape twice, which is this funnel shape. Is essentially going on twice. It's going on here, like with her lower body is the funnel shape, and then the hat is also the funnel shape. So one way to express her is essentially this. And it's the same thing with her hair, by the way. Her hair follows this sort of triangular shape as well. By the way, that's in terms of, again, in terms of a character design teaching, trying to break a character down into the basic shapes that underlie their design is actually not a bad exercise at all in terms of trying to figure out how a character is put together. Now, Lulu is one of those designs that doesn't really feel intentional, by which I mean it doesn't necessarily feel a lot like her attributes were chosen on purpose so much as it feels like the artist was just kind of going with the flow and doing whatever. But the thing I find might be kind of interesting about Lulu is to emphasize that like so. looks. Like, that's in terms of but when I think about Lulu's character design, I really like the idea that she's wearing a hat that's way, way, way too big for her. And I wouldn't mind if they had actually emphasized that a little bit more with the character design, so that she's kind of a walking cone. Instead of having her, because that's kind of what her character model in game is already, is kind of a walking cone sort of expression of a thing. I kind of want to refine this one. That's actually, I just stumbled on something that was kind of fun there. Okay, let's see. I think after this, I'm not going to take requests from the chat, because I kind of want to draw what's going on AGDQ, on the SGDQ stream right now, which is Banjo-Tooie. Let's just get you down a little bit more. I kind of want to finish this one up later, because that's actually kind of an interesting concept for... See, if I had music on, I'd probably be singing, but I can't hear the music right now. Only you guys can, because I'm listening to the GDQ stream. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, sorry I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm focused on this. So, there we go. Alright, I'll save that for later. Now let's draw Banjo Tooie, because I wanna. Unless someone super chats, of course, in which case they get priority. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Alright, Banjo Tooie, let's see what you got there. What do you look like? Can't I get a good picture of the both of them? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Most certainly, I can. Let's just get rid of that logo. Logo doesn't matter. They've got DreamWorks face. Oh no. Not obvious, but they've got DreamWorks face. So what's with Banjo's shape? It's a like thing, and then let's get the Disney thing going on. And then, oh, okay, I see. Ah, that's actually kind of clever. So this part is essentially a whole bean. And then you get the legs. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. It's actually not a bad idea. Because the actual head is like barely as big as muscle. Yeah, it's essentially that kind of design. Well, we can do something more interesting with that, I'm sure. Let's see. Dum bum ba da ba da ba bum ba 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 da ba ba da ba dum ba dum bum ba. I should probably change the title of the stream a little bit to reflect. There we go. That's quite good. I like that sketch. We can work with that sketch. We can refine it a little bit so that it is postable on Twitter. What are my preferences for drawing stuff? What are my weaknesses and strengths? My weaknesses, God, like all of the weakness. Like, I'm terrible at realism. I've never been able to get a handle. I've never been able to get a handle on realistic drawing. It's just not. It's just not part of my skill set. I've also traditionally have trouble with foreshortening. It's something I've gotten better at, but still. And in terms of strengths, I've always been quite good at creating comics. I've been very good at creating stories and visual storytelling. That's generally my strength as an artist. What are you guys listening to right now? I don't even know. The kazoo only. Let's not do that. God, his hands look so bad in this render. You can just tell it was the very early days of 3D technology. That's quite okay. Yeah, I can consider myself satisfied with that. There we go. Okay. So, let's put some line art and some colors on that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah!
Is that big enough? Is that a big enough brush? Is that too big? That's way too big. Okay. La da. Come on. There we go. No. 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 Yes. Someone sent me something on Discord. No? Ah, there. Okay. God, my back. My posture is kind of awful. Ugh. Ugh. You can hear the way my back is cracking right now. What kind of tablet do I use? I use an Intuos, a Wacom Intuos that I bought, God, 6 or 7 years ago now. Dun 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 dun. If you want a display tablet, Huion, yeah, they have actually kind of decent. How are people supposed to join my Discord if they upload in the middle of the night? Live in a different time zone. Chance to help. Then it will no longer be the middle of the night. Then it'll be like weird, awkward time in the middle of the day when you're at work or school. Come on. There we go. Yas. There we go. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. There we go. Good circle. Dun, 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 dun. Have I heard the new Aatrox voice lines? I have heard them, and I've gotten like 100 million comments on my video about the new Aatrox model and stuff, where people are talking about, oh, his new voice is so terrible. He's just shouting and screaming and angry all the time. There's nothing left of the noble warrior thing, and that to me feels a lot like a lot of the Aatrox mains who are upset about the new Aatrox haven't actually heard his voice lines. Like they've heard the special interactions on skin spotlights, and then they kind of haven't heard the rest. Because new Aatrox has like a ton of voice lines that are all about sort of his dark, tragic nobility and, you know, oh, the sadness of I was trapped in this, you know, immortal form, blah, blah, blah. But he's like very sad and very sort of sighing and emo about his fate, and it's like most of his voice lines really aren't that shouty and screamy. And it's also made clear in his voice lines that the reason why he gets so loud and shouty when he comes into combat with someone, the reason why he's taunting them so loudly and being like, "Come, let us fight," all that stuff, it's because it's literally the only thing he has left. Like it's his only coping mechanism from, like, the only distraction he has left from his existence, from the fact that he's become this corrupted weapon thing. Because that's like, if you don't like new Aatrox, that's completely fine. I completely get that, but it's just like, a lot of the people who dislike him seems to dislike him for reasons that don't really have anything to do with what the character is actually about. Like that whole thing about, oh, all of his tragic sort of dark nobility is gone. That's really some nonsense, I think. Also, he's not Russian. His accent is not Russian. It is probably, at least as far as I can tell, something closer to a Middle Eastern accent of some description. It might be a Balkan accent of some kind, but it certainly isn't Russian. And I certainly don't think it is a Ukrainian or anything in the Eastern Bloc kind of thing either. It's because they, as far as I can tell, the accent is somewhat much closer to Turkey or something like that. All right, now we can put some colors on it. I need a few more lines. Yeah. No. Tick. We'll do that instead. Dun dun dun. Let's do that instead. And then we take the color and we color it in. Color.
Color. Yes, color.
He has got blue eyes. Blue eyes is what we're gonna give him. No, there. God, the color design on these characters is kind of just awful, to be quite honest. Dun dun. Neato. I put some color on the wrong layer. There we go. Easy to fix. Sweet. Let's just do that. And clean up there. And everything else is fine. Très bien. C'est beau. Alright. That is Banjo. Tooie. What the hell is going on in the stream right now? Interview. Oh well, don't care. So let's have a look, chat, what the heck is going on. I prefer the new Aatrox because if I was betrayed and sealed away, yeah, then I too would be angry. Like, I feel like the old Aatrox was kind of fine, but also really fucking boring. Like, I think he had like 30 voice lines in total. And every single one of them was some kind of variation on
Battle is good. I like battle.
like every single goddamn one. So it's like, it didn't really do much for me. I really wish the chat would ping me when people, you know, mention me in the chat. So, and Aatrox only really had lore connection to Tryndamere back then. Like, there was supposed to be some kind of deep, important lore connection between Aatrox and Tryndamere, and they just never, ever did anything with it, ever, because Riot never does. So it kind of just withered and became completely pointless, which really kind of sucked, to be honest. Like, it's like old Aatrox was just generic devil man who kills stuff and likes war because of reasons. Ooh, Cactuar. That's actually not a bad idea. One of my thoughts on Echo. Echo is actually a really interesting character. He has some of the best color stories of all champions in League of Legends. Like, I really recommend looking up Echo's color stories. They're really honestly quite good. And the whole thing about using time travel and like having the gimmick being that he can travel back in time and reset everything else, but he still takes a lot of damage himself. That's, from a narrative standpoint, that's actually a really good way to go about dealing with that particular character. Meow, 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 meow. So, Cactuar is essentially like this, but then... The weird thing about Cactuar is that you can actually mostly express it in terms of like this, like strictly geometric shapes like this. That's the basis of what Cactuar is, and then you just kind of round those off and make them organic, and you have the basics of what a Cactuar looks like. The thing that's difficult about it, though, is that you have to keep a lot of parts of it really, really consistent. So the next thing on GDQ stream is Spyro the Dragon. So I'm probably going to be drawing that once that starts. It's weird. I don't even think that the YouTube has a notification sound for Super Chat either, which is a weird oversight. So I keep being paranoid that someone has Super Chatted me and I haven't actually seen it yet. What other game franchises do I want to cover with the What's the Deal with X franchise? I've been thinking about Fire Emblem, for example, because Fire Emblem is a series that is very inconsistent with the quality of its character designs. Like, sometimes it has some really fantastic ones, and then sometimes it's just the basest waifu trash. Like, really terrible and annoying. The trouble, of course, with Fire Emblem, though, is that it doesn't have an aesthetic of its own, really. Well, it does, but because everything does, but it really has very, very little unique aesthetic to itself, because it drags all of its aesthetic out of sort of generic high fantasy anime style, which is profoundly obvious when you look at the very earliest entries in the Fire Emblem franchise. But even, like, more recently with stuff like, you know, Awakening and Fates and stuff, it's... I literally can't tell Fates and Awakening apart from an aesthetic standpoint. There's really nothing to separate those two games aesthetically. They're exactly the same. And that's a bother. The guy I'm drawing, Cactuar, he's from the Final Fantasy series. Okay, let's do a... There we go. Cactuar. So, let's see. Spyro the Dragon.
Spyro the Dragon? Oh yes, Spyro. I remember Spyro.
Let's see. Plenty of screenshots from the new remastered trilogy. That's good. Let's have a look at you, laddie. Neat. Could we also have a shot of what the heck your dragonfly is going to look like in the new game? No, not so much. Alright. Fine. Open image in a new tab. What, really? Aha, there we go. Poof, that got us a good piece of concept art to work from. What's the deal with Guilty Gear? Yeah, Guilty Gear is anime, that's what the deal is with that. I mean, that sounds a little dismissive, but that's really kind of the thing, is that Guilty Gear is this... It's a combination of lots of tropes and lots of visual signifiers and lots of visual ideas from all over various types of anime aesthetic that are brought together in a way that's really quite interesting, that is quite unique. But it's also something that, like, Guilty Gear looks like any anime, is the thing. Spyro is actually kind of a difficult design. Curious. What's the deal with Nidalee? Yeah, I have, I do have plan. Like, essentially any champion in League of Legends probably is on the docket at some point to be talked about. What's the deal with Dragon Nest? I don't know. I would tread lightly when going into the Fire Emblem fandom. It's so divided because hardcore elitists and the waifu shippers, because FAE was a dying series and Awakening saved it. Yeah, I mean, I would dispute that Fire Emblem was dying so much as Nintendo just were not letting it live. Like, they were not interested in publishing a game for it. And if anything has saved Fire Emblem is Fire Emblem Heroes, I have to say. That other arm. Can I do it with the drawing the line from there? Yeah, that works. That works. That works. I should really post the Banjo Tooie thing. Oh, that's annoying. Do I have to flatten it? Fine. Screw it. We do it the easy way. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on. Tools. Tools. Maybe I should remove the outline. Sort of, and then sort of not. Maybe what I should do is actually just increase the outline. Keep it white. And yeah, something like that. Something like that. There we go. Should really have remembered to save that out. Okay, what the hell was I doing? Right, drawing Spyro, that's what I was doing. That works. Screen tones, gotta save on ink. Yeah, that's what screen tones were originally designed for, as a printing tool to save money on stuff like ink. Which is why if you zoom in real close to a comic page, what you're gonna see is a lot of these dot patterns. Oh, good lord, that was unpleasant. In order to indicate gradients, and in order to indicate light and dark, and shadows and stuff. They use that both with color and with black and white, and all newspaper photographs in black and white are basically made of screen tones like that. Is there some aspect of Akali's design that you like to Riot to keep after the rework? Not really. Like, Akali's design isn't that interesting, I think. There's not... Like, I mean, her double comma things, whatever the hell they're called, the sickle weapons that she's got would be cool to keep, but that's the only thing I can think about her that's really iconic outside of her color. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be sad if they get rid of the side boob, because I like side boob, but it also doesn't do anything for her character design at all, so it's really no reason to keep it. Yeah, I did see Bikini Noir in Fire Emblem Heroes. That's just a spectacularly badly drawn pose. It's just really... I wonder if I can find it. No, I can't find it, but it's a spectacularly bad. Dun 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 da 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 da. C'est la vie la rose. How about the music that you guys are listening to? Have you hit the end of the playlist yet? No, you have not. Right. Getting rid of that. Ah, the call of nature. All right. The 1988 Treasure Island cartoon from Russia. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna check it out. Come on. Come. No. 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 Yes. 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 Okay. How old am I? Doesn't matter. Champions who deserve a visual rework. No gameplay changes, just overall design. That's actually a really good question. I feel like Blitzcrank could really do with one. Like, I don't think Blitzcrank really needs to have a lot of gameplay changes. Like, I don't know, maybe his ultimate or something, but he could really seriously do with a visual overhaul just to look less ridiculously cartoonish. Malphite needs one too. Yeah, definitely. And Pantheon needs more than just a visual update. Like, he's just a Spartan. Like, and that kind of ties over into his game design as well, which is just kind of silly. It's literally just someone watched the 300 movie and was like, let's put that in our game. And so they did. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Mundo is ugly as fuck. Yeah, but he's supposed to be. Mundo is supposed to be ugly. Pantheon is supposed to be the aspect of war. Like the very embodiment of war itself, at least according to Targon. And for that purpose, generic Spartan dude is just not very good at all. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on! Yeah, Riot really needs to get their ass together to go through all the champions that still mention summoners in their voice lines and at least take those lines out and replace them with something else. Or just give the characters new voiceovers, like goddamn. Because so many characters in League of Legends, like all the new characters have like 200 voice lines just for killing other champions and 400 voice lines for various encounters and interactions and all kinds of bullshit. And then you have characters like Shaco, who's got like 4 voice lines. And it's so dumb. And that, like, voice line seems like the kind of thing where it should be more than possible without involving the live design team or whatever to bring in a voice actor, grab a bunch of voice lines and implement them in the system. Like, that has to be possible without some kind of long, dumbass process leading up to it. And then they're just going to have to accept the fact that a bunch of people are going to be complaining that, oh, the voice sounds different now. Which will always piss people off, but like that's just because it's ridiculous that the voices are so outdated on so many champions. Bum bum ba 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 ba. Dun, dun, dun. When misfortune? I don't know. Why misfortune? How misfortune? Yeah, I mean, I try not to comment on gameplay for champions because I'm not really a game designer. I can't really talk about balance and stuff. But there are some champions where it might be interesting, or it might be a good idea to mention the connection between their gameplay and their stories and lore stuff. Like, for instance, Kled, where the lore says that he becomes, like, he goes kind of insane and falls even deeper into his psychosis the moment Scar leaves, where you can actually see that in some of the moves that he has and some of the, you know, balance changes that happen to him when he gets dismounted. Which is something that I thought Riot executed on really well, actually.
Ah! Ah! No.
Yeah, that'll do. What's my opinion on Echo's design? It's fine. It's unremarkable. I think I like his mohawk. I really like the juxtaposition of dark skin and white hair. That's a classic one. It's a good one. It works with Storm. But Notre Dame, as alternatively, people could just not draw smut of any at all. Like they could just stop and do better things with their lives and reevaluate their priorities. How did Fire Emblem Heroes save the franchise? By making it extremely profitable to create new Fire Emblem characters. That's basically like for Fire Emblem Heroes to keep generating the absolutely astoundingly massive amount of money that it's generating right now, they need to be able to feed more characters into it regularly. Therefore, they need to keep making more mainline Fire Emblem games. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the back legs are too close together. I think you're right about that. I should really just kind of try and... Yeah, that's too far. Maybe I could do a little bit more to the side. To the side. And then... Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba dum bum bum ba. Ba ba la ba ba ba. Ba 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 bum bum ba. Omae wa mou shinderu. La da 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 da. Alright, neat. Now I just need to draw his little... No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's better. All right. All right, let's just. Okay, so we've been going for like 2 hours and 15 minutes at the 2 hours and 45 minutes at this point. It's probably going to be a good time to stop soon. Let's get his eyes pointing a little bit more downward. Yeah, we'll slap some colors on this, and then we'll call it a night, I think. Oh. Ah, God damn. Oh, my back. Such a bitch. I have to do so many fucking stretches just to maintain this thing. Oh god, there's an opening. Damn it. There we go. I could go a little darker on that, couldn't I? Yep. Oh, no. Yes. La da da dee, la da da da. Bada 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 bop 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 bop. Okay, so Spyro done, and I think that's a good time to call the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna put a Discord link in the chat when before we close. Thank you all for tuning in, for sticking around. That was quite nice of you. And also, yes, I agree with the people in the chat that Varys really needs a Darken update of some kind to make him look even remotely like he could be a Darken of some kind, because he really doesn't right now. Oh, boink. Ba 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 ba. Instant invite. Dun, dun, dun. Well, thank you all for tuning in, for hanging out, for being neat. I'll stream again maybe some other day, perhaps tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on how much success I have, you know, getting a video made. Someone asked if I could look at all the drawings I did in the thing. Yeah, sure. We can do that. Let's just put them all together. Where did he go? My house Cled. I'm gonna get rid of that reference. There we go. And for Lulu as well, get rid of the reference. And for Banjo 2A, get rid of the reference. No? No, it's for the violin guy. He's got reference going on. I need to get rid of. So there we go. So yeah, those are the drawings that we did today. I really do want to stream more because it's a great way to get myself warmed up and keep my skills sharp. Because I really do get rusty when I spend so much time making videos and so little time drawing these days. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I hope I'll see you soon.